Good evening, everyone. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. I wanted to shoot this late video because you guys are probably wondering, while watching my guitar covers, what I use for my setups. So, we'll start with the amp right here. I have a Fender amp that I got for Christmas last year, 2018. And it's a really good amp. Uh, what I used to use was this Dean Vendetta amp that came with my first model, which is a black colored, sorry, Dean Vendetta XMT, the T standing for the tremolo. And on that guitar, it's got DMT design humbucker pickups. It's got a whammy bar, and of course the typical volume knob and tone knob. And then on this amp right here, it's got a gain knob, a volume knob, treble, middle, bass, and then the boost button. You can't see the words, so that's why I'm explaining. So the boost right there is pretty much like the distortion pedal installed onto a guitar, and the gain obviously measures the level of the distortion. So we'll zoom back down here to the amp, and I'll show you the settings I have for each knob. I'll explain the high values later. So I got a gain of 10, volume set to 10, the voice for the pickups is metal. A treble is set to, you can't see the number, but it's set to 10, or 9 I mean. Bass is set to 10 though. The effects level, I don't use effects on any of the guitar covers. Whenever I practice with my bandmate in our band, I let him borrow this amp and he just messes with the effects, but he sets it to 10. So let me pause for a bit and I will show you the guitar that I primarily use for these guitar covers. Okay, so what I got right here is my primary model that I use for my guitar covers, next to my lovely drawing right there. And I got a fire guitar strap right there. It was really cool. And I got that Zoomy sticker. You can tell right here that it's been through quite a lot. Its color, its body's kind of wearing down. I have to go paint over it whenever I get a chance. But anyway, so like every other guitar model, it's got a volume knob right here, and it's got its setting right there, or the switch right there. Switches from rhythm to lead, and right there is my tone knob, and again it's connected to the Fender amp right now. So the strings I use are Ernie Ball strings, super slinky, because in my spare time I like to practice solo scales, and what I used to use were just the slinky kind. Ernie Balls are great strings. They're actually like one of the most popular strings that you can use on guitars these days. The Dario, I think, has their own set of strings, if I remember, because I know they have their own amps and all that, but I use Ernie Ball. So what this model is a Dean Vendetta XM-T also, with a natural satin color. It's actually a mahogany kind of brownish color, which is really cool. Not too metal. I don't really try to go for too much metal. I actually just, when I first got the guitar, it came in this color, which is awesome. And it was actually a backup to what used to be my primary model, which is the black colored Dean Vendetta XMT. You guys don't know anything about Dean guitars? There are 3 popular guitarists that use them. Dimebag Darrell of Pantera was one of them, I believe. Correct me on that. But Dave Mustaine is definitely one of them. He still uses it. And Michael Schenker also uses this guitar. So I didn't really have a reason to pick the Dean Vendetta. I mean, mainly, now that I think about it, is because it came with already installed DMT design humbucker pickups, which is what these are right here. Because what these humbuckers give is a crunch. So this is actually perfect because I don't have a crunch setting on my amp like most guitar amps do. And there's sustain in it too, which is awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can explain right there for my guitar model that I primarily use now for guitar covers. And now I'm going to switch over to the secret of how I get that EQ from my amp. And there you go. You might be wondering, what the hell? Why headphones? Well, it's funny because since I have a dog in the house and I don't want the dog to start barking because I'm making too much noise. So this is my secret weapon right here, these headphones. They're actually pretty cheap headphones. These are Audio Technica headphones, actually. They're pretty cheap. I can't remember the cost, but I know they're cheap. So what I've been doing with my headphones is I have it plugged into my amp. And the reason I had those high values is because it's the only way I can hear myself play while listening to the track that I'm covering at the same time. And again, those humbucker pickups really help out because, again, it gives me the crunch that I need and a sustain in order to have a balanced EQ. So the way I also try to balance the EQ is that I play the music or the track that I'm covering loud to where I can hear it and still be able to hear myself play at the same time. Actually balances out the sound really nice. Most of the time it's not the case because I think when I covered Kodiak by the punk band Pennywise, the guitar volume went all the way low, which was not what I was expecting. And that's why if you watch the video on my YouTube channel, it says low guitar volume. So that's why that's what I've been doing or using as my setup for my guitar covers, in case you guys were wondering. Excuse me. So I have been covering some songs. I will upload those in a bit. If I kind of was lost in thought, I do apologize. It's really late. I've had a long day, but I will enjoy my day off tomorrow. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to get some guitar covers uploaded tonight, since I have a lot of free time on my hands. And I will see you in the next video. Alright, adios.